Thank you so much for joining us today, Hakima and Adil. आज कॉन्वर्सेशन का जो हमारा फोकस है, हम चाह रहे हैं कि हम एक्शनेबल एडवाइस और इंसाइट्स लेके आएँ फॉर स्टार्टअप्स एंड एसएमईज जो भी पाकिस्तान में एक मैस ब्रांड बनाना चाह रहे हैं. बोथ ऑफ यू मैनेज very mass brands in Pakistan, FMCG and in consumer goods. But so, anyways, I would rather get insights for startups जो भी aspire कर रहे हैं एक पाकिस्तान national level brand बनाना for all segments. Before we go into the actual stuff, let's start with your journey. So Hakima, if you can just take us through how you got to where you are today,
Yeah.
and then we'll go on from there.
Yeah, so I think, Mamreez, thank you so much for having me here. I think the purpose of your session is something which got me here. कि अगर हमने कुछ इंडस्ट्री से सीखा है, so there are people out there who would want to learn also. So I would love to share whatever I've learned so far in the industry with people who are aspiring to be strong marketers and strong business people in
Yeah.
the future. So I'm a graduate of IBA.
Okay.
And post IBA, I joined Reckitt Benckiser, and then I've been with Unilever mostly most part of my career with Unilever. Then I did Lipton Teas Infusion, and right now I'm working with PepsiCo as the senior marketing director for the beverages business.
Okay, nice. What about you, Adil?
Hi again. Thank you for having me as well. I'll have to go through a few more companies than that. So I always mention that I was actually born and brought up in the UAE and not in Pakistan, and I don't fail to mention it because it has really influenced who I am as a person today. It teaches you a lot of tolerance and a lot of different perspectives very early on, right? So I also graduated from IBA because I then shifted back. I started with P&G proper. There were a few companies before I got to P&G. Spent 3 years there. Then I got a chance to come back to Dubai, my second home, and spent 10 years with Henkel, which is a German FMCG. And within those 10 years, I also got a chance to be in Germany for 2 years in their headquarters. Again, a brilliant, eye-opening experience. I came back to Pakistan on the account of my father's health. Opened up my own business as well, so scratched that itch also.
Oh wow, what was your
Realized-
business?
It was an agency. I mean, I can't do
Okay,
anything else. So it was a creative agency. We were doing a lot more other things as well,
Okay.
obviously. But I quickly realized nobody pays on time. So as soon as I got an opportunity to go for Shan, which was a local iconic brand, and
Yeah.
obviously I had never worked on local brands before, so I took that opportunity. Spent a good 3.5 years there. Then got the chance to be CMO for Tapal. And while I was still doing that, I think I ended that stint a bit prematurely because Unilever kept calling. And yeah, I mean, Unilever's lure is hard to resist. So it was
Yeah.
coming to one of their big businesses, hair care. So yeah, right now, currently, I'm at Unilever looking after the hair care portfolio.
No, I think हम पहले offline यही बात कर रहे थे कि you pretty much that's a rite of passage for most big marketers in Pakistan, right?
Yeah.
Unilever because so Adil, like I'll stick with you over here. Given you've worked with both the local and foreign brands, what do you think the Pakistani consumer, like how do you think they have their loyalty works like? Because I've been interested in this generally marketing and how the consumer behaves around brands. Do you think Pakistani consumer differentiates or say prefers a foreign one or say the local one doesn't matter? Like how do you think what's the psyche in your experience so far?
Yeah, so the beauty of the Pakistani consumer is A, there are a lot of them, and B, we're a consumption society first,
Yeah.
right? That has been the case throughout, and that has only increased over time. And something that I noticed when we were also doing the entry project for Henkel to come into Pakistan was the fact that consumers in Pakistan are willing to try new things. They have a very high propensity to give new things a go, right? The only condition they put forth is that the product or the service needs to be of good or great quality. So you really need to win them from that first experience. And once you've got them from there, then everything else kicks in, right? So all the other P's and all the other shebang that goes around with it. But you really, really need to start with that product first. So the product quality needs to be A grade. And once you've got that done, you're selling it at a accessible price. And you make it accessible, obviously. So then you've got, let's say, half the job done. And now it's about consistency. So I think that's the psyche of the consumer, and I'm generalizing it quite a bit. Obviously, the Pakistani consumer has evolved quite a bit as the society has also evolved. We've also moved from the collective to the individual. We've moved from joint families to nuclear families.
Yeah.
And that has had a big role to play also in how we consume. A lot of our categories that we see have moved from loose packaging to packaged forms. I think we used to like, Mayfair candies and Jubilee chocolates, but we graduated to Cadbury's because that's what was offering quality. And now, if people like Candyland from Ismail Industries are also offering good quality chocolates, people are also, giving them their dollars. So for me, the key point is quality. Very willing to try new things, and consumption is high in general. Savings are on the lower end.
Yeah.
आज जी लें और कल की कल
हाँ
देखेंगे.
हाँ वो तो पूरे मुल्क का यही हाल है इस
Yeah.
वक्त, yeah.
So that's the general point, and that's the starting point. So let's build from there. And
Achha,
then
so
obviously-
okay, one question that I have, and I had a conversation with a bunch of content people who are making content, and हमने फिर यही जो हमारा पूरा उसका लुब्बे लुबाब था conversation को ये था कि देखें जी, advertising is what funds everything. पाकिस्तान में सब्सक्रिप्शन पे तो लोग पैसे वो नहीं करते. And then फिर advertising से question आया कि why don't advertisers go to OTTs or new media, etc. And then there was this thing that came out, and someone from a big agency in Pakistan was like, यार advertisers want to stick to your conventional form of marketing. कि वही जियो पे 8 बजे का स्लॉट, वही आपका हम टीवी पे 9 बजे, वही जो भी है आपका. So to unpack that a bit, आपका ये जब आप पाकिस्तानी कंज्यूमर को व्यू कर रहे हैं, who do you think is the number one decision maker? Number two, how often do you want them to see your ad before you think they can make that decision, right? Pepsi is such a big brand. I've been seeing it as a kid ever since I've been born. But how often do you want me to see a star the same time and the same ad with the same song before you think I will now switch to Pepsi or say one of your products?
I think that's a very interesting question. And as Adil mentioned earlier, that Pakistan is a huge population.
Yeah.
230 million people, or maybe more than that now.
Some estimates.
Yeah. Television के ऊपर आपका television still continues to be the mass media. Source of awareness आज भी television की सबसे high है. Though we know that smartphones and internet penetration बहुत ज़्यादा हो गई है. Internet is also smartphones or let's say social media.
Yeah.
वो भी source of awareness काफ़ी बढ़ रहा है. It's about 57% now versus 10-15% जो पहले होती थी. Outdoor is a very important source of awareness for our consumers. So conventional media अभी भी number one है. And उस conventional media में the frequency is dependent on how many people you want to, how many people do you want to, who you want to watch your ad. Yeah.
सही है.
So अगर आपकी एक target audience है, a target audience, the concept is that everyone who walks into a store is potentially a shopper.
Yeah.
So it's not only
Yeah.
कि अगर आपकी सिर्फ एक certain cohort है, सिर्फ वही है. उनको देखकर आप ad तो बनाते हैं, but जब आप उसको advertise करते हैं तो आपकी strategy होती है कि whoever walks into the store is your potential shopper. Or who buys, because like you mentioned, shoppers and consumers में फ़र्क हो सकता है.
Yeah.
So then the idea is कि आपकी TV strategy होगी कि आप जितने ज़्यादा लोगों को दिखाएं, and कम से कम एक दफ़ा तो दिखाएं उनको
Okay.
अपना ad. Yes, absolutely. And digital के ऊपर we talk about frequency. We talk about a frequency of at least 3 or 4 times during a week.
Okay. And what's your split between conventional and digital? Like overall, or say brands of this scale?
So bulk of the spend still goes behind conventional.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have the audience more captivated on conventional. I wouldn't say digital is any less. Digital also now picking up pace and taking up a significant chunk of the budget, but bulk goes behind conventional.
I think it has picked up, and I think maybe Hakima would agree. For the truly mass brands, you're still maybe doing more TV and less other mediums, maybe a 70-30 split. And that's already quite huge, right? 70 on TV and 30 on others.
And 30 happened over the course of last 5
Last
years?
3 years,
3 years,
maybe,
okay,
yeah.
wow. Post-COVID,
I think
basically.
accelerated even more post-COVID.
Yeah.
But for your smaller brands and for the ones that are maybe more youth-centric, you're probably even going 50-50 or flip.
wow,
Right, so
okay.
at least we're doing that in our case.
So which brands would you go
So
say?
maybe
flip
like a
on?
Tresemme in my portfolio, we're treating it as a digital first brand, right, or a social first brand.
And what's the rationale? Like, how do you decide which brand you will go, say, mostly digital first?
So in this case, it's more a matter of convenience because it's a smaller brand. I have more room to experiment.
Okay.
It's a smaller share. It's already 70% of its sales are coming from modern trade. So I have a smaller universe that I'm playing with. It's got a pretty well defined target market, as Agima was saying. So if anything, I might be wasting money on TV, right, rather than trying to reach consumers where they are. It's these kind of brands where I'll try to go to OTTs and other newer mediums where I know that the specific target market is probably more there. Just coming back to your maybe earlier question, and if you talk medium agnostic in terms of कि TV हो या digital हो, उसको आप side पे रख दें. The game is about keeping your mental availability high, right? And that's what the new let's say age thinking in marketing is post Kotler and now new Byron Shaw.
Byron Shaw, that's
Yeah,
true.
and all the new age marketers are subscribing to this or at least learning from it as much as they can, right? And they should. So he maintains it very clearly that you need mental availability and physical availability, and that's maybe simplifying it a bit. But when you actually think about it and go through the research, it's actually just keep feeding the top funnel, and that's the sustainable way to keep growing your brand. And when you think about it, that's actually makes a lot of sense because before we used to think loyal users, heavy users, those are the way to go. That's the way to go. Segment the market really, and we overcorrected. We hyper segmented, hyper targeted, and we found that we were maybe really increasing acquisition costs. We were really increasing costs to reach one single consumer, and then we course corrected again, and I think overcorrected and went back to mass a lot more. But it's a little bit. So what you learn is it's a balance, right? So you have to take a balanced approach. And the question of how many times should they see it, it's not that simple because you're not saying कि मेरा एक asset कोई मेरा target audience एक दफ़ा देखे. It's like मेरे जो different लोग हैं वो कहाँ अपने touch points में मेरे किसी भी messaging से expose हो सकते हैं. तो चाहे मैंने रेडियो ऐड बनाया है, आउट ऑफ होम बनाया है, कोई एक्सपीरियंस बनाया है उनके लिए, कोई इन स्टोर चीज़ बनाई है, मेरी पैकेजिंग होगी, कहीं भी जो मैं एक कंसर्टेड एफर्ट कर रहा हूँ पूरे उस एक कैंपेन के अराउंड या एक ब्रांड के अराउंड, तो वो कहाँ एक्सपोज हो सकते हैं, right? And the ad is just one part of that whole effort or that campaign that I'm trying to roll out. The effort in the end is to create that mental availability. Otherwise, why are big brands like Pepsi or Sunsilk still coming up with new pieces of communication?
I genuinely, that's a genuine question I have, like in the sense that, so no, that's a fairly good answer as well, because as someone who is not from the world of marketing, what I never understood was this, right? I was like, man, I know Pepsi, I know this brand. Why do they need to keep coming back at me? And at some level, I find it like the minute I see an ad, I switch. Right? Yeah. Something in my brain also switches off. Yeah. But I saw like this, like say, for example, Korean beauty products. People on Instagram would screenshot, pause, rewind to find what that product was. So they're actually actively looking what they want to buy and they resonate because this just been presented a certain way. And it's not like in your face, as opposed to an ad, which is in my face. So
I think it's about the category also. What you're referring to right now, Korean beauty. Korean beauty is about skincare.
Yeah.
And skincare mein ek khatun ya whoever is interested in skincare would take a lot of time in reading कि इसमें क्या ingredient है, मेरे skin में कैसे impact करता है. But when you talk about grocery items, when you talk about impulse, grocery में क्या है, मतलब आपके monthly आप shampoo खरीदते हैं, आप laundry powder खरीदते हैं, detergents खरीदते हैं, you come up, you buy oil, you buy tea for your home, and even what I say, even अगर आप CSD में आ जाए, carbonated soft drinks, वो भी आप grocery item में monthly shopping में करते हैं. It's all about that जब आप store में घूम रहे हैं तो आपके top of mind क्या है. So when you enter the store, unlike what the conventional thing would be, that if I am a user of a particular brand, तो मैं हर दफ़ा outlet में जाकर वही brand खरीदूंगी. It's incorrect. I may be a user of a particular brand, but I may not be a loyal user. किसी भी category की हमेशा ये थिंकिंग होती है कि इसके लोग तो यही खरीदेंगे, ये ब्रांड यूज़र तो यही लेगा, बट लॉयल्टी बहुत कम होती है. व्हेन यू स्टडी डीप यू फाइंड आउट दैट ओनली 20% of your volume comes from your loyal base.
Really?
80% comes from flirters.
You'll plot
regardless
the
of the
users
category.
for any brand,
Yes,
any market.
it's the same.
You're going to have like that same curve where the 0 to 1 time
Yes.
users are going to be the highest,
The
and then
highest,
it's going
yeah.
to come down
Oh,
like
wow.
this.
So,
And then,
yeah, so it's all about कि who enters the store, और जब आप store में enter करते हैं तो top of mind आपके कौन सा product है. That's the zero moment of truth. And अगर मैंने आपको इश्तिहार इतनी दफ़ा दिखाया है तो the ad will be top of mind for you. So when you enter the outlet, maybe thinking I want to buy a carbonated soft drink, and if you've seen a Pepsi ad many times, there is a higher likelihood that you would remember the ad.
so, sorry, the biggest fallacy I think the marketeers believe in is that people love their brands, right?
Yeah.
And इस पे भी बहुत सारा literature है, right? Whether it's Daniel Kahneman's System 1, System 2, or even Byron Sharp or whoever. Mark Ritson भी बहुत इसके बारे में बात करता है. But basically, people are more irrational than rational in terms of their choices, in buying choices. And आपको your job as a marketeer is to create so many associative memory networks in the brain कि उसके लिए वो easy हो जाए recall करना, access करना अपनी memory में, right? So आपने इतने ज़्यादा उसके nodes पे वो बना दिया है, access बना दिया है कि वो समझेगा कि उसको blue color नज़र आएगा, वो Pepsi सोचेगा, right? अगर वो CSD सोच रहा है. So category में अंदर आके क्या क्या आपने उसके दिमाग में बिठाया हुआ है over time consistently कि वो ये सोचे. अच्छा खुशी है, मीठा है तो कैडबरी है या मिठाई है. अगर आपने कैडबरी ने ये काम कर लिया ओवर इयर्स तो वो मीठा और खुशी के साथ वो कैडबरी सोचेगा. पर्पल रंग आया कैडबरी सोचेगा. दूध के 2 ग्लास देखे कैडबरी सोचेगा. राइट. सो कितने आपने वो बिल्ड कर दिए हैं मेमोरी में.
इन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ एन एड दो, अगर मैं एक एड के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में देखूं, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं क्रिकेट का वो देख रहा हूँ, यू राइट, अगर मैं एक CSD देखता हूँ और वहां पे मुझे एक ब्लू और रेड किसी भी फॉर्म में नजर आएगा, आई विल थिंक पेप्सी
For sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Why? Because Pepsi has been doing cricket
For
since
decades,
like Kingdom
yeah.
Come, right? It's
Yeah,
like I don't
exactly.
know whether I was born into Pepsi and cricket, right?
एग्जैक्टली
So एक एसेट एक डेवलप हो गया है ब्रांड का, एंड उसके साथ द आइडिया है कि जो भी कोई ब्रांड कोई एसेट उठाए उसको ऐसा नहीं कि 1 साल करे 2 साल करे and छोड़ दे.
Consistency
So
is
you
the
have
name.
to be very consistent in what you want to drive and how you want to drive.
I think these papers itself. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you. Lekin I read somewhere that the work we're doing now is to get sales 20 years down the road, and the sales we're getting today is because of the work that was done 20 years ago.
But what about new companies? How do they think? One more thing that you said earlier, that people love it. People do love some brands, no? Because
Yeah, sure, sure.
because there are some
Pop
brands that
culture
are
का
just,
हिस्सा हो जाते हैं, आपका
हाँ.
life का हिस्सा हो जाते हैं. for sure.
like for example, this one brand जो Silicon Valley में सबको बहुत पसंद है, is Patagonia, because their entire thing is about
The earth and the planet.
and how we donate X amount over there, and that's their whole thing. I haven't seen them market anywhere. Like कहीं market नहीं करते, उनके customers ही उनके best वो उस तरह वो market कर रहे
It's the body shop phenomena, right? When
Yeah.
the body shop came, it was the same thing, because it was the first time I think when they said these are cosmetics or personal care products that are not tested on animals,
Yeah.
or are made from an environmentally friendly way. A lot of people at that time were feeling very responsible, and they said हम वैसे तो जाके प्रोटेस्ट या कुछ और कर नहीं सकते, एक ये प्रोडक्ट खरीद के हमारी कंट्रीब्यूशन है टू मेकिंग अ ग्रीन
बिल्कुल,
प्लैनेट.
बिल्कुल, yeah.
सो इट्स ऑल अबाउट एसोसिएशन. इट्स अबाउट कि आप किस तरह दिखना चाहते हैं या किससे एसोसिएट करना चाहते हैं. बाइंग अ हार्ली डेविडसन बाइक पुट्स यू इन अ क्लब. Being seen drinking a Coke or a Pepsi puts you in a club, right? And we are tribal by nature, so we want to be part of tribes because humans have a sense of belonging. बहुत strong need होती है. These are all psyches that you play up in, right? Whether knowingly or unknowingly, that's what brands are doing.
I think
So
you
it's
also
making it
you
fun.
asked a question कि what about the small businesses? वो
Yeah.
किस तरह? I mean, it depends on what your business objective is. अगर आपको like you said Harley Davidson type model बनाना है, तब आप कहें कि मैं सिर्फ एक छोटा set of consumers
Cult
है
बनाऊंगा.
and उन्हीं के पीछे I'm going to go behind them. But if you say no, I want a mass brand, I want everybody to know about my product, then your strategy will be different. फिर आप कहेंगे कि अच्छा मैं उस चीज़ को ढूंढूं जो मार्केट में आज नीड है और जो कोई सर्व नहीं कर रहा, या नीड है, कंपटीशन है, मे बी बैरियर्स टू एंट्री इतने नहीं है, देन आई हैव अ हायर चांस ऑफ ऑल्सो विनिंग बिकॉज कंपटीशन भी है एंड आई एम गोइंग टू प्ले एंड आई एम गोइंग टू हैव अ कंपेटिटिव एज ओवर समथिंग. मे बी आई प्ले ऑन ट्रेड और मे बी आई ऑफर सर्टन बेनिफिट के दूसरे प्रोडक्ट के पास नहीं हो, एंड देन यू एंटर द मैस सेगमेंट एंड उसकी स्ट्रैटेजी फ़र्क होती है. देन यू से दैट यू वांट टू गो स्टेप बाय स्टेप. For smaller brands, for instance, if you're starting from a specific city, you look for areas where you think you can control and you try to enter into those areas. Then you expand slowly by focusing on a smaller area and then beyond that. And similarly, even consumers, go for consumers who will first spread your word of mouth. जो कि पहले इन्फ्लुएंसर्स आप टारगेट करें एंड उसके बाद देन यू गो broad. When people start finding out about it, then you go towards mass media for the new startups.
Yeah. Oh no, that's very interesting. And another question I had around how the consumer. Do you think based on which income group or socioeconomic group a person is in, their values or what tribes they want to be changes as well? So, for example, can Patagonia, even if it is priced like Gap, can that brand play on the same thing, or will it need to then market itself differently?
It can. I think the example you've given specifically is not different enough, right? But then let's look at it this. So if you take the extreme examples, would people from the lower socioeconomic classes aspire to a Patagonia? Maybe no. Because right now they don't want to save the world, they want to improve their life.
That's exactly
so
what I was
aspiration
thinking.
levels as you move up, the SECs are going to be different. राइट ऑल्दो नीचे वाले का ये हो सकता है मुझे बड़े घर में रहना है, बड़े वाले का हो सकता है मुझे और बड़े घर में रहना है. कुड बी, बट इट कुड प्रोबेबली ऑल्सो बी कि नहीं मुझे और चीज़ें चाहिए.
हाँ, मुझे फेम चाहिए या मुझे ये चाहिए,
दूसरी चीज़ें चाहिए, बिकॉज वो अब घर का तो सीन खत्म हो गया है. So it differs. So the example that you're quoting needs to be a bit more extreme in order for it to be visible. But I think aspiration still counts. It's different at different levels. It manifests itself differently. But then that's what you need to work towards. So आपकी जो वैल्यू ब्रांड्स भी होती हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल, वो भी एक लेवल अप दिखा रही होती हैं, जो उनके मे बी मैस कंजम्पशन वाले हैं या बिल्कुल बॉटम ऑफ द पिरामिड कंज्यूमर्स हैं, उससे भी एक लेवल अप दिखा रही होगी. जो बीच की अपर मैस और पॉपुलर ब्रांड्स होंगी वो उससे ऊपर दिखाएंगी. जो बिल्कुल प्रीमियम ब्रांड्स होंगी वो तो बिल्कुल ही एक अनटचेबल टाइप की वो दिखा रही होंगी.
So that's a very interesting point. So one thing I've always wondered is, okay, why can't big brands, now whether it's a bank, whether it's one of you guys, why can't you say, instead of कि मैं जाके एक बड़े एक्टर को ले आता हूँ या बड़े स्पोर्ट्स स्टार को ले आता हूँ, व्हाई कांट यू सपोर्ट न्यू वंस? लाइक मैं जब अरशद नदीम की एग्जांपल देखता हूँ, आई एम लाइक यार द गाय हैड टू लिटरली विन अ गोल्ड मेडल इन द ओलंपिक्स कि उसने किसी कोई इसको लिफ्ट करा दे. ये चीज़ उसको से एक पेप्सी, एक कोक या कोई पहले उसको कोई क्यों नहीं ये चीज़ कर सकता था उसके लिए?
कर सकता था और करना चाहिए था.
या सो व्हाट आर वी मिसिंग ऑन दैट फ्रंट, राइट?
It's willingness. It's who will get into that. मतलब अगर इसमें सबसे बड़ा example I think Nike का ही है. And over time when they first started out, that's what they used to do, right? Really pick up stars off the streets and watch them grow. And some of them paid off, some of them didn't. The biggest one did pay off, obviously. So इस तरह की brands वही हैं जो ये करना चाहती हैं, वो करती हैं. And I think locally कुछ foundations हैं या कुछ हैं जो करना चाहती हैं और वो कर भी रही हैं, लेकिन क्योंकि वो अभी तक मंजर-ए-आम पे नहीं आए या अभी बहुत पॉपुलैरिटी नहीं हुई उन एथलीट्स की या उन जो भी सेलिब्रिटीज़ हैं अपनी फील्ड्स के, तो फिर वो आपको नज़र नहीं आ रहा. लेकिन इसमें ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. आई डोंट थिंक इनफ कंपनीज डू दिस एंड दे गो ओनली फॉर द सेम बिग स्पोर्ट्स लाइक क्रिकेट, उसके बाद थोड़ा सा वुमेंस क्रिकेट, उसके बाद थोड़ा सा फुटबॉल और वो भी वुमेंस फुटबॉल. Because maybe it's woke to support it and that's it. Right?
Having said that, are brands not thinking about up and coming celebrities, up and coming athletes? Like Arshad Nadeem, उसको क्या गोल्ड मेडल मिलना ज़रूरी था कि बाकी लोग समझते हैं कि अब उसको ले लें? Absolutely not. Brands are also thinking now, and brands are thinking about that. How do you pick up the up and coming stars of the future? Yes, I think I would really want to talk about Cadbury. They picked up the women cricket team, and which was a very good thing to do to give them media presence, and they were the first, I think, to pick it up. So brands are doing it.
Just more on that, I think big brands की जिम्मेदारी भी है कि वो करें, बिकॉज छोटी ब्रांड्स के पास या ब्रांड्स जिनके पास ज़्यादा बजट्स नहीं है, they will obviously want to not experiment that much, right? So they'll go for the bankable star, which is why sometimes you see Rehbar Cooler Fawad Khan, right? And you'll see Dabur now opting for Myra. So smaller brands या brands जिनके पास ज़्यादा resources नहीं है, they will go for the bankable star because they want that quick return.
Correct.
The big brands that are established, that are there, उनके ऊपर जिम्मेदारी ज़्यादा आ जाती है. वो मिक्स एंड मैच भी कर सकते हैं, वो मल्टीपल कम्युनिकेशंस निकालते हैं, मल्टीपल कैंपेन्स होते हैं, मल्टीपल इनिशिएटिव्स होते हैं. So they can balance it. They can
So
run it,
मेरे
right?
लिए तो वही. So I would be in the SEC A category, and for me, if I want to view say Jazz or Pepsi brands that I'm very familiar with and probably even use, for me to like see them differently would be this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
कि यार चलो this brand is supposed. So this is why in any wherever I have a decision fork कि यहाँ जाऊँ या वहाँ जाऊँ, I'll pick the one that is also doing something extra, and that has
But
been.
that's you. How many
many
of
yous are
Mamreys
there?
That is
are
what
there
I
in
want to.
Pakistan?
That is my question.
How many yous are there?
I would appreciate, he would appreciate, you would appreciate.
So agar there's a 100%
but-
ratio
yeah,
right now.
But
So
what about
SEC B and
what
A,
about
C.
a 17-year-old?
Yeah. Do you think they
boy?
don't care? They won't care?
They would.
No,
You
they
think
would, but
they would?
They
but
would?
वही है कि you do it in a balanced way, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
एक पूरी बड़ी ब्रांड भी उस तरह से नहीं करेगी कि बिल्कुल सारा फ्यूचर एक अननोन पे दाव लगा दिया, राइट? या सारा फेस ऑफ द कैंपेन किसी और को बना भी सकती है, बट दैट्स अगेन दैट विल बी पार्ट ऑफ अ स्ट्रेटजी. सो इट विल बी लाइक आई डोंट नो, नई रेंज निकल के आ रही है जो कि लोअर स्टेक्स है, तो वो कहेंगे अच्छा इस रेंज का फेस कोई नया बंदा बन गया, राइट? जो अप एंड कमिंग है या जिसको थोड़ा बनाना है आगे जाके. And that has happened. So Sunsilk, even in India and in Pakistan, historically has given chances to starlets that were just on the brink of fame and then really made it big, right? Whether it was, I think,
Hania.
Humaima, Sania, Sabah, or Hania as well. So all of these were given chances right when they were just at the cusp of popularity, right?
Okay.
And it propelled their fame and celebrity as well. And yes, we keep going back. I think our new range has Aina Malik in it, which is who is also
But it
Aina Khan,
depends
sorry,
on
who is
what
also
your
new.
brand is. For example, Sunsilk is all about girl next door.
Yeah.
So they're not going to pick up a very famous celebrity. Lux is all about divas.
Yeah,
You will
so they
never
would pick the
expect
top,
Lux to pick
yeah.
up any random model or an up and coming. Yeah.
Although
so
they
it
did
depends.
go with Mavra and Maya right at the beginning.
Yeah. So it depends on what your brand's DNA is. And, coming back to what you said, would consumers really, or do they care? Now, if you talk about the younger audience of Pakistan, and as more and more people are being exposed to social media, they're watching a lot of content during the day and a lot of authentic content. So there is a need for authentic content.
No, but just your example again.
So authenticity is now
what sells.
yes,
Especially for Gen Z.
Youngsters wouldn't have made it so mainstream without the Pepsi.
Without,
push.
yeah, absolutely.
I think they
Yeah.
performed at some of their private events first, and then gradually made their way into commercials and so on.
Oh, Pepsi Battle of the Stars, I remember as a kid, and that's
Battle of
when
the Bands.
Yeah, Battle of the Bands. Sorry, there was EP came out of that. Some
Correct.
big bands came out of it.
EP,
Coke's-
Aro, and Mikal Hassan were the first
Yeah,
three.
Coke Studio did such a big thing for Coke, right? So I feel like वैसे ही पाकिस्तान में सोशल मोबिलिटी के एवेन्यूज बहुत कम है, और अगर ब्रांड्स थोड़ा सा कैपिटल वहाँ पे भी लगा दें इंस्टेड ऑफ अ बिल बोर्ड, आई थिंक इट्स जस्ट लाइक हेल्प्स सो मेनी
कर रही हैं. Let's just say कि और करना चाहिए. But ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं कर रहे.
Okay, you spoke about the DNA of a brand. So say I've just started my small business, my company. मैं शायद sauces बेच रहा हूँ या मैं इस तरह की कोई भी FMCG type good बना के अपने घर से मैंने start करा है, या मैं cereal बना के granola bars बेच रहा हूँ. Now, how do I think about what a brand is? मैं किस तरह से उसके बारे में holistically सोचूं, and then advertising and marketing comes next. So at least this is how I think about it. So please correct me if I'm wrong.
I think the most important thing is that what is that thing in your product that you want people to recognize or to know or for you to stand out? My brand.
So when I'm deciding कि मुझे अपने brand के बारे this is what I want the consumer to think about. मेरी जो general अब तक learning है, everyone just thinks about themselves. So whatever I have to think about is how the consumer would think about themselves, right? So in that thing, what are some of the aspects that in the Pakistani consumer thinks about or are important to the Pakistani consumer?
I think not just the Pakistani consumer, but any consumer globally. If you're not solving the problem that they have, then you're not doing anything, right? So the brand or the product needs to first solve that problem. अब वो problem कुछ भी हो सकती है कि I need a good tasting tea, right? Or I need a CSD to quench my thirst when I am thirsty, right? So ये जब तक आप वो problem solve नहीं कर रहे होंगे, तब तक आप सब जो आपका ये brand name, logo, colors सब बेमायने हैं. तो सबसे पहले तो आप वो करें, and that brings me back to the quality bit. And जो हकीमा भी बता रही थी, I think अगर उसको हम example से ले लें of a few of the historic brands and maybe one or two newer ones, I think मैं टपाल शान में दोनों में था, and the origin stories just gave me such a lot of pride also कि हाँ ये पाकिस्तानियों ने किया है. But वो भी कैसे बने, right? Both of them incidentally started around the same time. I think 80-81 में दोनों शुरू हुए थे. and दोनों का premise was great quality, right? Shan Recipes saw it came at a beautiful inflection where people were starting to get time poor. They were looking for convenience. The practice of passing down recipes was also waning. People just wanted, but they still wanted that great authentic taste,
Of course,
traditional
yeah.
taste. तो एक ऐसी बनी बनाई वो कॉन्सेंट्रेट आ जाती है जो कि मैं बस सिंपल इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो करूँ एंड आई कैन एनीवन कैन मेक इट. So now I don't need to be a practice cook to do it. I can do it myself. Or even if I am, but I don't have the time, so I can do it quickly because मुझे अब मसाले नहीं पीसने अलग से और सही रेशियो का ख्याल नहीं रखना and so on and so forth. So this started from there, and from there, let's say smart sampling tactics, word of mouth, expanding internationally first and then locally was what Shan did, and I think it's the only local company that actually sells more outside than in Pakistan till date.
Wow.
And is increasing it. And if you want me to expand on which brand can become the first global brand of Pakistan originating from here, I think that's one of them. Tapal, the secret was in the blend, right? So the छोटे बड़े दानों का mixture या बड़े दाना लाना और उसका एक खास वो बनाना, again knowing what the consumer wanted, right? They were looking for a specific taste, and then going and challenging the Liptons of the world and putting that forth, and then taking hits on profitability to maintain that quality, even though it would come at a higher cost, but they would stick to it, right? So that enabled them to go from a small shop to a big factory to all the shops across Pakistan and really win over the nation. And then obviously diversify as well. Same category, fast forward a lot of years, and a few years ago, Vital as a brand comes up, starts exactly as how Hakima was explaining it.
Like in a small-
Actually started in one location, really mastered it, then the next, then the next, then the next, and slowly but surely took both the two tea giants by surprise and became the #1 tea brand in the country. Right? Again, based on what? One single blend, great taste and great quality, and spreading it across. Now the consistency of the social commentary that they took up as a positioning, or Vital Pio Zindagi Jio, or that line, or the green and the white with the yellow background. Now those are just those brand assets that they were trying to build, and they have to stay consistently on that throughout and do a lot of decades of this in order for it to just become embedded in my mind. Okay, that's what Vital is. Right? And those 3-4 things that I just said, that's the brand that you're trying to build. Those are the cues that you're trying to build. Just like when I say Tapal or I say Coke, you think red. Yeah. Just as I say Pepsi, you think blue and red, or blue. Right? So ये
all the
ये आपका आएगा दिमाग में. These are the cues that they've built over decades, not years, decades, right? So consistency is a very underrated word in the world of marketing and branding. तो जब आप जो भी businesses की बात कर रहे हैं ना, जो start off कर रहे हैं, they really need to take care of consistency. कि शुरू में जो एक दो चीज़ें आपने सोच ली हैं, उसको पहले पेपर पे बहुत अच्छे से लिख लें और देख लें, and then stick to it.
और वही फिर आपका brand बन
And then all of
Yeah.
them have psyche to it, by the way. All of them have science. The colors you choose, that's based on what kind of psyche you're trying to evoke or appeal to. The typography that you use, what kind of psyche or emotions you're trying to target or evoke, what kind of emotions you're appealing to. The characterization, the tonality in your communication, everything is then going to become your thing. Another brand, Oi Hoy, which was a snacks or a chips brand, came up and built a very distinctive positioning very early on through the characterization, right, and through the packaging and what they were offering. Even the brand name was very vernacular, right? Oi Hoy, and said in many different ways, is very part of our everyday lingo. The fact that they didn't survive or died out very quickly is another story.
तो वो तो फिर business भी तो चलना चाहिए.
Is
Yeah.
business matters or whatever, but they had something going for them, and if they had kept on doing it, I think there would have been one brand also that would have been able to make a mark for themselves. So it's about picking those 2, 3, 4 things and then really being very consistent about it, built on the foundation of great quality.
Yeah, I think already एक चीज़ जो पाकिस्तानी consumers के बारे में, why we say that we are a nation that loves to spend and spend on good things. So हमारे जो taste palettes है ना, वो बहुत evolved है. हम अपने कंज्यूमर को कोई C grade, D grade चीज़ नहीं दे सकते. We have to give them the best.
Yeah, consumers are very
Always.
ruthless. Like,
Yeah,
हाँ, क्योंकि वो तो उसके
And they're used to having good things.
और ये आपको उसमें भी नजर आएगा कि हमारे जो लो यूनिट प्राइस वाले SKUs होते हैं, यानी कि जो 10 रुपए 5 रुपए वाला सेगमेंट होगा, उसमें फॉर्मुलेशन बहुत सिग्निफिकेंटली डिफरेंट नहीं होती फ्रॉम द हायर बिगर पैक्स, जो कि डिफरेंट कंट्रीज में ये होता है. So the smaller packs will definitely have some downgraded form of the formulation, whereas in our countries usually that's not the case.
So
Usually,
the
and
difference is
category
not
वगैरह.
that, like the
हाँ,
gulf is not
because
that big.
क्योंकि
Yeah.
हमारे लोअर एसईसी कंज्यूमर को भी क्वालिटी हाई चाहिए.
समझ गया मैं. Yeah,
आप आपसे प्राइस पॉइंट उसको एक्सेसिबल बनाएंगे लेकिन क्वालिटी
उनका
डाउनग्रेड नहीं
टेस्ट
करेंगे.
पैलेट उनको वैसे
चाहे
हर
वो चाय
चीज,
हो, चाहे
चाय
वो कुछ
हो,
हो,
चाहे CSD हो, चाहे कोई शैम्पू हो, हर चीज दे वांट गुड
Yeah.
क्वालिटी.
Acha, so which brings me to the price thing, right? What impact does price have on how the consumer views a brand? Agar matlab is mehenga, does that mean people just immediately think of it as aspirational, or would they still be very rational about it? Like agar main samne do cheez rakh दूं, शायद अंदर formulation एक ही हो. And we've seen this with sunglasses, right? Luxottica, it's the same person, company that builds all of them. कोई cost में इतना फर्क नहीं होता. It's just about the price tag and the brand that's
That's
stuck
the
on it.
power of a brand.
That's the power
which you
of a
talk
brand,
about.
right?
Pricing
The
power
the
कहते हैं ना,
pricing
pricing
power, where you
power.
say that your brand. There are ways that you can measure it. That is my brand really value for money, or is it charging a premium to versus हम कितना उसको charge करना चाहिए. So there are ways of even calculating that and measuring that. And generally आपके पास होता है कि आपके पास क्या premium pricing की power है कि नहीं है आपके brand के अंदर. अगर है तो आप उसको slightly high price कर सकते हैं, और अगर नहीं है तो आप उसको बहुत से ऐसे brands होते हैं जो consumer कहते हैं बहुत महंगा है, और हम मे बी उसमें उनको वैल्यू नहीं नजर आती कि मैं इतना प्राइस इसके लिए क्यों पे करूं.
Okay, I'll come to cars on this, right? For
Yeah.
example, Suzuki की जब आपकी वो Swift became 30 lakh rupees, I think Swift 30 लाख रुपए की हो गई है, right? And if someone told me कि जी आपकी Civic मिल रही है 30 लाख रुपए की, and suddenly I'll be like, हाँ तो बड़ी अच्छी डील है ये.
थ्रेशोल्ड्स भी हैं, राइट? सो द क्वेश्चंस यू आस्क इज कि कितने प्राइस पॉइंट के बाद ये मुझे लगता है आप ओवरचार्ज कर रहे हैं, कितने लोअर प्राइस पॉइंट पे मुझे लगेगा ये अब लो क्वालिटी हो गया.
How do you decide
right?
that?
Those are questions you ask.
Yeah.
They are survey based questions that you ask to monitor that, right? But that is when you're seeking external research for it. आप जब खुद कर रहे होते हैं तो एक तो कॉस्ट प्लस मेथड होगा, दूसरा कंपटीशन बेंचमार्किंग होगी, एंड देन तीसरा इज ऑब्वियसली दैट ब्रांड एक्विटी एलिमेंट जो आपको देखना है ताकि यू डोंट लीव मनी ऑन द टेबल, लाइक यू अंडर प्राइस्ड योरसेल्फ, राइट, और यू ओवर प्राइस. सो वो आपको एक साइंस है, इतना आसान नहीं है कि आपने बस कर लिया. सो कॉस्ट प्लस इन्फ्लेशन प्लस मार्जिन plus competition benchmark, and then the positioning, because the price cues the positioning, right? Which is why those three questions then come in कि अच्छा कौन सी प्राइस के बाद आपको लगेगा आउट ऑफ रीच है, कौन सी प्राइस के नीचे आपको लगेगा क्वालिटी में कॉम्प्रोमाइज आ गया है, और कौन सी ऐसी बीच की रेंज है देन जहाँ आपको लगता है कि हाँ ये बस जस्ट राइट है, right? And then between those that spectrum is where you can then price yourself.
I think also adding to price की अभी जब हम बात करें, whatever the price point you may have, you would want people to go out and try your product.
Yeah.
So it's important कि आपके जो पैक प्राइस आर्किटेक्चर है उसमें आपकी एंट्री प्राइस पॉइंट होना बहुत
Accessible,
ज़रूरी है कि
accessible.
एक्सेसिबल प्राइस पॉइंट क्या है. Now if you talk about a product which is there for everyone, then you know कि 30, 40, 50, these are the price points जो कि entry price point होते हैं. Because when consumer wants to try a product, आपकी पहली यही ख्वाहिश होती है कि if my product is on the shelf, people should come and try it.
ठीक है.
So in order for them to come and try it, you have to make it accessible in terms of price point.
Yeah.
And that's a lower risk for the
Yes,
consumer as well,
yeah.
and because they're not buying a big wo. Acha, in terms of packaging, so when I'm thinking about a brand, how important is the packaging aspect around it as well, or is that something that is separate from how the brand is perceived?
No, that's your first moment of truth.
Yeah, that's the first touch point.
That's the
right?
first moment
Yeah.
of truth, and it's a mini billboard, right? You've got the chance to call out your main message. What do you sort of a call to action as well. What are the main things you really want the consumer, and that's your last ditch effort to make the consumer buy you from the shelf. Because वो एक consideration set लेकर आया, remember, उसके दिमाग में 4-5 brands होती हैं हर कैटेगरी में, एक नहीं होती. जब वो शेल्फ के सामने आया, आपने कैसे अपनी पैकेजिंग के थ्रू वो अटेंशन कैप्चर की और फाइनल बिल्कुल उसको कन्विंस कर दिया कि आज वो दूसरी तीसरी नहीं उठाओ, आज मुझे उठा लो.
Yeah.
Right? The packaging has a big
So
important
what
role.
do I need to keep in mind when I'm doing the packaging?
Precisely this, right? And आपकी बाकी पोजिशनिंग क्या कर रही थी? So आपने प्राइसिंग से अगर अपने आप को प्रीमियम किया है, लेकिन पैकेजिंग आपने डाल दी बिल्कुल
मैं
ही
नहीं
बेकार, it's not talking to each other, right? And that will lead to confusion. So the consumers will be like ये क्या है? अगर आप ग्रीन और सस्टेनेबिलिटी वाली पोजिशनिंग कर रहे हैं लेकिन आपने प्लास्टिक इतना यूज कर लिया कि भाई वो ही नहीं है, तो फिर you're not talking, right? So it has to be in congruence with every other P that you're talking about first and foremost. Second, obviously जिस भी कैटेगरी में आप हैं, प्रोडक्ट को तो बचाए पहले वो. तो अगर खाने की चीज़ें तो फूड ग्रेड पैकेजिंग बहुत ज़रूरी है, खाने पीने की चीज़ें, राइट? कंटामिनेशंस ना हो, हमारे यहाँ टेम्परेचर्स बहुत हाई होते हैं, सन से एक्सपोजर्स होता है, बहुत सारी हैंडलिंग होती है बिकॉज बहुत टच पॉइंट्स हैं फ्रॉम फैक्ट्री टू डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टू सम वेयर हाउसेज टू देन retailers and so on. So will it stand the test of all of that, right? So all of those things in terms of durability, strength, protection, positioning, messaging, all of those come
Yeah,
into
I
it.
think adding on to what he's just said, message on the pack is very important. ये ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि उसमें ऐसा लगे कि आपने सब डाल दिया है. वो you were thinking of something and there were 10 things that came to your mind and you put all of them on the pack. Don't do that.
Then nothing stands out.
Nothing stands out. When somebody is coming out and aisle है, like you mentioned, बहुत सारे products रखे हुए हैं, what is that one thing that you want people to take from your product? वो अगर आपका ब्रांड पड़ रहा है बट ब्रांड के साथ वो एक चीज़ क्या उसको देखनी चाहिए एंड यू हैव टू बी वेरी पर्टिकुलर अबाउट इट कि आपको एक मैसेज अगर उसको देना है तो वो एक वर्ड क्या होगा सो अप टू दैट लेवल सोचें बिकॉज डोंट मेक इट क्लटर्ड पैक शुड बी क्लीन एंड द बेनिफिट और द मैसेज और वट एवर यू वांट टू टॉक अबाउट शुड बी ऑन द पैक बट जस्ट वन थिंग
So if I have 10 benefits or 10 messages to tell my customer, how do I choose which is that one?
You need to know your consumer.
Okay.
What are they looking for?
Okay.
So वही हम स्किन और उसकी बात कर रहे थे आजकल ingredients का ट्रेंड बहुत है so they're looking for those ingredients, they're looking for niacinamide or hyaluronic acid or salicylic or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
If that's not part of your call out, you've lost them. अगर वो चौथी ब्रांड पे उसने यूं स्कैन किया और उसको वहाँ हाइलोरॉनिक लिखा आ गया बड़ा और आपकी फ्रंट पे नहीं लिखा था बट आपकी फॉर्मुलेशन में है, यू लॉस्ट देम.
नहीं मैं अगर मैं फनल की तरह देखूं एक मार्केटिंग फनल से लेके से टीवी डिजिटल मैंने जहाँ पे भी ब्रांड के बारे में पहली अवेयरनेस आ गई मुझे राइट वहाँ पे कम्युनिकेट कर दिया इसमें हाइलोरॉनिक एसिड है देन करके अब जब मैं वहाँ शेल्फ पे आया वाज लाइक ओके आई वाज थिंकिंग अबाउट बाइंग दिस लेट मी पिक दिस अप एट दैट पॉइंट कुछ तो लेके मुझे वहाँ तक पहुँच गया है समथिंग हैज लेड मी टू पिक अप एंड टच एंड फील द इंटरेक्ट विद द पैकेजिंग वहाँ पे व्हाट इज द क्लिंचर और हाउ डू आई डिसाइड व्हाट द क्लिंचर शुड बी
कुछ भी हो सकता है सो इतना लीनियर नहीं होता.
ओके
आप वो कह रहे हैं ना ये हमारा ड्रीम है जर्नी है कि कंज्यूमर ने ऐड देखा फिर मतलब कोई और
पढ़ के
रेडियो
आया।
पे भी सुन लिया उसने और आउटडोर भी देख लिया और अब उसने कहा ये रहा इम्तियाज में इसमें अंदर जाके ये वाला ले लूँ राइट. वो आखिरी स्टेप पे भी जब वो आइल पे पहुंचा ये सब देख के भी जबकि ये नहीं होता लेकिन वो सब देख के ये आया और आइल पे पहुंच गया उसने एक और चीज़ देख ली कि 20 रुपीज़ ऑफ और 20% ऑफ ऑन द नेक्स्ट वन उसने ये छोड़ के वो ले लिया एंड नाउ इज़ गॉन राइट. और आपकी ये सारी साइंस जो है वो चली गई ख़त्म हो गई कि यार मैंने तो कहा था मैंने बेनिफिट लिखा हुआ है मैंने इंग्रेडिएंट लिखा हुआ है मैंने लिखा है 10x स्ट्रॉन्गर क्लेम्स एंड ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला. सो इट्स रियली राइट डाउन देयर इट्स अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ कि यार आप उस वक्त उसको कैसे कन्विंस करेंगे क्या कॉल टू एक्शन है क्या वैल्यू है क्या बेनिफिट है और लास्ट सेकंड पे उसको क्या ज़रूरी है. एंड बाय द वे हो सकता है 10 लोग आए 3 लोग प्राइस की वजह से निकल गए और 2 लोग ने आपको अपने बेनिफिट की वजह से ले लिया और एक बंदा तो लेता ही सिर्फ आपको है तो वो ले लिया.
वो तो
it's
आपका
gonna be a
loyal
mix,
वालों के, yeah, yeah.
right?
Also,
It's gonna
also
be a mix.
depends on the category कि अगर आपको एक कंज्यूमर पे आप आते हैं और सोचते हैं अब आप कहते हैं कोई कैटेगरी है उस कैटेगरी में सबसे पहली चीज कंज्यूमर को क्या चाहिए एंड सिमिलरली इट्स द सेम फॉर ऑल कैटेगरीज हर कैटेगरी हर जो भी ड्राइवर्स होते हैं उस कैटेगरी के कौन से कंज्यूमर के लिए सबसे ज़रूरी है एंड उस ज़रूरी में आपका ब्रांड उसको किस अलग तरीके से दे रहा है या वो बेहतर दे रहा है वर्सेस कंपटीशन देन यू टॉक अबाउट दैट ऑन योर पैक.
Okay, fine. So that's ठीक है. No, that makes a lot of sense. Now coming to marketing, सही है मैंने अपना ब्रांड बना लिया मैंने उसके ब्रांड के बारे में सोचा. Now how do I think about इसको मार्केट किस तरह करना है एंड आई ऑल्सो विद इन दिस कॉन्वर्सेशन आई ऑल्सो वांट टच अपॉन हाउ डू यू मेजर परफॉर्मेंस कि किस तरह से ये मतलब चल रहा है. सो कन्वेंशनल लाइक आउटडोर डिजिटल किस तरह से मैं सोचूं अपने नए ब्रांड के बारे में.
Starting point will be budgets.
ठीक है,
Literally
so
how much money you have,
हाँ.
right? And for new businesses, it will be an investment first because I'm assuming आपने अभी top line बनाना शुरू नहीं किया है या अभी बहुत low वो है revenue है तो obviously you're putting money in from yourself. By yourself I mean equity के कोई भी
हाँ, equity
sources हैं या
डाली,
आपने debt ली हुई है या whatever shares दिए हैं. So आपको पैसे खुद से लगाने पड़ेंगे, right? And then how much of that is enough is actually a little bit of P&L, सो प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस स्टेटमेंट में आप जो बना रहे हैं कि भाई मैं कितना अभी फ़िलहाल लॉस अफोर्ड कर सकता हूँ बिकॉज इट विल टेक अ कपल ऑफ ईयर्स मिनिमम इफ़ नॉट लॉन्गर एंड देन इसको मैं सस्टेनेबल तरीके से लेके चलूँ या मतलब नहीं मुझे बिग बैंग करना है एंड देन रियली सी के पे ऑफ फ़ौरन जल्दी हो जाए कि नहीं हो जाए. So usually you put some benchmarks of percentage of TOs or
What is a TO?
Turnover, sorry.
Turnover,
So
yeah.
आपका जो revenue है, sales है, उसका आप कितना percentage लगाओगे, right? एक running brand पे again category wise it could be anywhere between 5 to 15 to 20% depending on क्या category चल रही है और क्या stage of the brand है और क्या नहीं है. एक नई brand के लिए it's going to be enormous. It will probably even cross 100% because आपका sales ही इतने low होंगे. राइट. सो आपको डिपेंड करता है कि कितने पैसे. अच्छा, अब आप अगर फॉरेन ही अवेयरनेस चाह रहे हैं तो आप टीवी पे जाएंगे. टीवी की एक सर्टेन थ्रेशोल्ड है.
Why would you say that कि foreign awareness चाहिए TV? I mean, we've
Because
spoken about this.
no,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
Hakima said, it is still your mass medium.
It
It is
is
still
your,
the one
country,
that is the
yeah,
most
yeah,
accessible.
yeah. But depend. For example, अगर आपका brand छोटा है, and let's say if you're talking about, and if this podcast is for the entrepreneurs,
Yeah,
फिर तो
and
digital
new,
आ
yeah,
जाएगा
so अगर
सबका.
कोई छोटा brand बना रहा है, घर से कोई start करना चाहता है अपना काम और new business start करना चाहता है, if you're talking for those people, digital is an amazing medium now. So TV तो they can't afford because TV is extremely expensive. But digital will give you the returns. Instantly पता चल जाएगा आपको कि आपकी cost per acquisition कितनी है, आपका cost per click कितना. ये चीज़ें तो आप घर से बैठकर कर सकते हैं. You don't even need an agency for that.
Yeah.
आप ad बनाएं.
Dashboards भी आ गए हैं, सब
Dashboards
उनके
सब
अपने
आ
खुद के
गए.
वो होते
आपने
हैं,
खुद Facebook में एडवर्टाइज करना शुरू कर दिया.
Instagram
आपने
पे कर लिया, TikTok पे कर लिया.
सोशल मीडिया, हर चीज़ अब आप खुद मैनेज कर रहे हैं. So you know that what's the cost of people clicking and how many people have clicked on my ad. एंड अगर आपका ई-कॉम ब्रांड है खाली, विच इज़ ई-कॉमर्स ब्रांड, और अगर इन स्टोर भी नहीं अवेलेबल है, तब तो वेरी इजीली यू विल नो कि हाउ मेनी पीपल क्लिक ऑन द
Converted,
ई-कॉम.
कितने-
एग्जैक्टली
कितनों को मैंने
कितनों ने क्लिक किया, कितनों ने आके ख़रीदा आपका ब्रांड, एंड देन यू वुड नो कि वो इसकी इफेक्टिवनेस हो रही है कि नहीं हो रही. फॉर न्यू ब्रांड्स इट्स एक्सट्रीमली इम्पॉर्टेंट टू बी वेरी ऑथेंटिक के नए brands, because you can't afford fancy advertising, and you cannot even compete with the big advertisers of the country, but you can play on authenticity. You can talk about the product quality, as he mentioned. You can show different people trying your product. आजकल Instagram में क्या है, there are lots and lots of skincare products,
Yeah.
and they're all
Clothes,
talking about
skincare.
testimonials, old school thing.
There's talk about flipping the funnel where
Yeah.
awareness से start होके trial पे जाता था. अब trial led awareness शुरू हो
Awareness
गई.
शुरू- absolutely.
कि आप actually product पहले दे देते हैं, वो try करते हैं और वहाँ से लोगों को awareness होती है, because that's how the
But that's
reels are
influencer
working.
Lots of
marketing.
influencer, yeah.
That's how reels are
Testimonials,
working. Yeah.
testimonials, लोगों का product मैंने try किया, ये देखें before, after, and click on this and shop now. So this is what the world of advertising now has become for digital and for smaller brands. And this is also encouraging a lot of people over here in Pakistan to start their own small businesses.
Yeah.
Whether skincare हो गया, whether कोई और हो गया, मतलब they want to get into it because they feel it's easy because of digital media.
And you see this pie growing?
Yeah.
Do you see this trend just going towards?
Yeah, it should. I mean, just the amount of freelancers and Shopify पे कितने लोग अपनी चीजें बेच रहे हैं. दराज
Yeah.
पे Temu आ गया है. I think this is just going to increase.
Yeah.
और बहुत सारे लोग तंग आके यही कर रहे हैं कि home based businesses अपने start
Home-
कर रहे हैं.
yeah, home
They
based-
don't realize, by the way, कि हम कहते हैं कि it's relatively cheaper, but वो because scale बहुत ज़्यादा है, right? अगर मुझे टीवी पे 50 मिलियन लगाने एक महीने में to be seen, यहाँ पे मुझे फिर भी 1-8 मिलियन लगाना पड़ेगा. Yes, people start with much lower than that. 10,000, 20,000, 5,000 रुपए से भी कर लेंगे, but you're not really making a dent. This is really कि मैंने कल कुछ चीज़ start की है, right? But then obviously you'll have to build upwards.
I think my recommendation to these people is also do end-to-end thinking. कि अगर आपके एक छोटा brand है, how much sales are you looking for and how much can you actually service? And I'll tell you my own experience. There's so many clothing brands online that I order from.
Yeah.
And 3-3, 4-4 हफ्ते गुजर जाते हैं and आपको नहीं मिलता. Which clearly means that somewhere or the
Supply
other
chain sorted
पीछे
नहीं है.
supply chain sorted नहीं है. आपने advertise किया, लोगों को बताया, but जब आपके पास order आया तो आपने कहा तो 7 to 10 days, but वो actually 20-25 days plus हो गया.
वो फिर भी उसके लोग फिर भी forgive कर देंगे
उस
आपको
पे लोग
शुरू
फिर
में.
भी,
हाँ कि
yeah,
आपके पास
yeah.
वो अगर as long as the product matches it. And say अगर मुझे एक चीज़ को सिचुएशन को मैनेज करना है where I am in this situation, से 4 लोगों को अच्छा प्रोडक्ट नहीं मिला मेरा. What would you say is the best way to now convert that person into a customer or make him stay into a customer? Because this is someone who took a bet based on whatever branding, positioning I did, willing to part money, and then was disappointed. So इस situation में क्या करना चाहिए?
Authenticity. You come back to that word, so which means you own up. You say, yes, we made a mistake, sorry, and here is something to, make up for it, or this one is on us, and blah, blah, blah. So
Okay.
then you need to follow it up with that, for sure.
अगर
कोई
4
मसला
लोगों को
नहीं है.
पसंद नहीं आया तो उसका मतलब there's something wrong. You need to go back on the drawing board and
नहीं, but
see
let's
what's
say
wrong.
4,000 में से 4 को पसंद नहीं आया.
हाँ ये है. अगर 4,000 में से कुछ
Hopefully,
को
yeah.
पसंद नहीं आया, so then there is, he's right. You go, maybe
need to
come
win them
back to
back,
them, yeah, win them back, give them a gift or something to
So people
acquire
will
them.
appreciate you being honest, and then obviously everyone loves free stuff. So
हाँ, so आप प्राइस वापस कर दें या हम उसका उनको कुछ भेज दें
Yeah,
उसके
yeah.
हिसाब से. Okay, won't take. I know I'm very mindful of our time, and I know we're edging closer to it. ROI. How do you measure the ROI? Like क्या framework मैं देखूँ अगर मैं छोटा वो हूँ कि मैं देखूँ यार मैंने 100 रुपये खर्च किए हैं मार्केटिंग पे, किस तरह से मैं उसको जस्टिफाई करूँ या रैशनलाइज करूँ अपने लिए?
मैं हंस इसलिए रहा हूँ क्योंकि मैं आई एम द वर्स्ट पर्सन टू आस्क बिल्कुल ROI
So
मेरे
Arwa,
दिमाग में नहीं जाता.
I think he's also answered it in a way.
आई एम मोर बिग पिक्चर के आपको ना ओवरऑल देखना है कि आपकी अगर P&L सही बैठ रही है, आपके ग्रॉस मार्जिन्स और बॉटम लाइंस अगर सही बैठ रही हैं और सब फिट हो रहा है अंदर, तो आप सही जा रहे हैं. आई थिंक द होल वर्ल्ड वेंट क्रेजी ऑन ROI एंड बैलेंस स्कोरकार्ड्स एंड KPIs, और बहुत ही ज़्यादा हम एक एक चीज़ मेजर करने लगे थे और उसके तरीके निकल आए थे. आप मुझसे अभी कहें कि मैं मीडिया को जस्टिफाई करूं अपनी मीडिया मनी को, मैं आपको वॉल्यूम मॉडल बना के दे दूंगा कि इतने लोग एक्सपोज हुए तो वो मेरा अवेयरनेस बन गया, मैं अपना उसमें से सारी कन्वर्जन लगाऊंगा फनल की, और एंड में नंबर ऑफ यूजर्स मल्टीप्लाइड बाय कंजम्पशन लगा के आपको बता दूंगा कि इतने एक्स्ट्रा मैंने टन्स जनरेट किए, उससे इतना मुझे रेवेन्यू आया, इतना मार्जिन आया, मैंने कॉस्ट इतनी लगाई थी इस पर, तो देखो पे आउट हुआ या नहीं हुआ. ठीक है, और यही चीज़ मैं रेप्लिकेट कर लूँगा सैम्पलिंग एक्टिविटी पे, या इन होम कोई गैदरिंग अगर मैं कर रहा हूँ, या इन स्टोर कोई वो कर रहा हूँ, एक्टिविटी कर रहा हूँ, कुछ भी मैं सब पे कोई ना कोई साइंस लगा के बता दूंगा. लेकिन मैं टाइम ज़ाया कर रहा हूँ बीन काउंटिंग में, राइट, एंड प्रॉबेबली एस्टिमेशंस में, एंड जो वो इतनी एक्यूरेट भी नहीं होंगी. बजाय इसके कि मैं ये देखूं कि ओवरऑल मेरे एफर्ट्स जो हैं वो अभी भी मुझे लीड कर रहे हैं कि मेरी सेल्स आ रही हैं, राइट, डिमांड जनरेट हो रहा है, पुल क्रिएट हो रहा है मार्केट में, पीपल आर रीचिंग आउट फॉर माई प्रोडक्ट्स और माई ब्रांड्स, and therefore I am getting rewarded by the sales, and at the end of the year or the quarter or the month I'm turning a profit. That tells me already कि हाँ things are working, right, and I'm in that camp. I'm in the camp of थोड़ा faith वाला काम है marketing.
I think एक also it's बड़ी interesting बात की sampling की. So depend करता है कि business क्या है. If let's say if you're talking about smaller, because I'm answering your questions from perspective of business being smaller.
Yeah.
So अगर small business है, कोई नया product है, so trial generation आप sampling से करते हैं. And the best way to do that is maybe outside a store or inside a store. आपकी कोई brand ambassador कोई खड़ा हो. Simplest तरीका ये है कितनी आपने pieces उस store में लगाई, कितना आपने marketing में उस महीने में spend किया, and आपको sales मिली कि नहीं, repeat हुआ कि नहीं हुआ. Maybe आप भी कह सकते हैं कि last week of the month is when people come and do their grocery shopping. मैं अपना stall सिर्फ for that 1 week लगाऊंगी, and वो 1 week में आपने स्टॉल लगाया and लोगों को सैम्पलिंग दी, ट्रायल की, अगले महीने आपको कैसी सेल्स हुई, बिकॉज इमीडिएटली तो वो नहीं ट्राई करेगा, बट नेक्स्ट मंथ व्हेन दे कम एंड दे बाय, यू कैन वेरी इजीली मेजर दैट पर आउटलेट आपको एक्सपेंस कितना था एंड आपने उसमें से सेलें कितनी की. So that's a very basic way of doing it, and sampling
But
really
वो
works
यही
for
वे
smaller
है,
business.
यही वे है, and then you scale it up or down based on
Yeah.
the activity, right? अब वो सैम्पलिंग चाय का जो एग्जांपल था, अगर आप उसी स्ट्रॉन्ग कप को दिखाने के लिए आप स्ट्रॉन्ग कप बना के पिलाना शुरू कर दें स्टोर में शेल्फ के सामने लोगों को, तो दैट्स सैम्पलिंग. लेकिन आपने 10 डब्बे यूज़ कर लिए वो सैम्पल करने के, और आपके बिके 8 डब्बे उस हफ्ते में, एंड लेट्स से आप यही वो यूज़ कर रहे हैं, तो फिर नहीं काम आई, राइट, या ROI नेगेटिव हो गया आपका, इट डिडंट पे ऑफ रिटर्न्स. दूसरे स्टोर में आपने एक्चुअली सैम्पलिंग नहीं की, आपने प्राइस 10% ऑफ कर दी, और 10% ऑफ वाज लेट्स से वर्थ 2 डब्बे की कॉस्ट, एंड आपने वही 8-10 डब्बे वहाँ बेच दिए, तो वो ज़्यादा लुक्रेटिव हो गई. आपने फिगर आउट कर लिया यार, हाँ ये लोगों को इस वाले उसमें प्राइस पे ही जा रहे हैं, ये इनको इतना वो नहीं चाहिए, मैं बस स्ट्रॉन्ग लिख दूँ और प्राइस कम कर दूँ तो वो ले लेंगे, एंड देन यू कीप मेकिंग डिफरेंट आइटरेशंस एंड डिसीजंस अकॉर्डिंगली, राइट. बट ROI वाकई अगर मेजर करना है तो इट्स दैट सिंपल, राइट. आपने लगाया कितना, रिटर्न कितना है,
रिटर्न कितना, कितने सारे उसमें से बिक रहे थे वगैरह. इज देयर समथिंग लाइक ओवर, लाइक हाउ डू आई डिटरमिन इफ आई एम स्पेंडिंग टू मच ऑन मार्केटिंग और आई नीड टू लाइक से स्टॉप और curtail? ये
But
कैसा?
marketing, what? Marketing is very broad.
Broad, okay.
So when you say spending on marketing, are you doing sampling?
Yeah.
Are you spending on digital?
Awareness building.
Are you spending on TV?
Yeah.
Have you put billboard?
All of
are
it
you doing
combined, yeah.
influencers?
Yeah.
What are you as in when you say marketing, what is that thing? Maybe you're just spreading yourself too thin.
Okay.
Maybe the same amount of money, if you put on digital 100%, you may get a better return. Or maybe if that entire pool of money you spend on in-store sampling on in-store activity, you may get the return there.
कभी ऐसा होता है कोई कहता है यार I can just decrease the size of the whole pool and still make the same sales?
You can look, so everything does
How does that judgment come about?
देखो वही बात आ जाएगी ना कि are you making enough revenue or not? अगर revenue नहीं, people will only question the marketing budget once the revenue stops coming in, right? अगर revenue growth नहीं आ रही है and you're growing your budgets by faster than your revenue growth, no one's going to allow you to do that. Your CFO is going to come knocking on your door, what the hell's going on, right? तो ये नहीं करना होता. And सेम फॉर द बिजनेस ओनर और द एंटरप्रेन्योर, राइट? वो ये कैसे कर सकता है कि वो लगाए चले जा रहा है और वो देख रहा है कि आ नहीं रहा है, राइट? दूसरा, हमने ROI कर लिया, अगर वो ROI मेजर कर रहा है तो व्हाट यूर थिंकिंग इज कि वो थोड़ी सी आइट्रेशंस करता रहेगा, वो अपने मोस्ट इफेक्टिव या एफिशिएंट चीज़ें जहाँ उसको नज़र आ रहा है कि हाँ मुझे ज़्यादा रिटर्न मिलता है या जो ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव हो जाता है, ज़्यादा सेलें आ जाती हैं, तो मैं वही एक्टिविटीज़ करता रहूँ. सो the assumption is that logic will prevail. If you're doing ROIs and if you're measuring your spends, then you're going to keep altering them to the most effective and efficient ways, right? And then if you're doing that, आपको थोड़ा सा अंदाज़ा हो जाएगा अपनी सेल से ओवर टाइम कि हाँ ये थोड़ा है, ज़्यादा है, कम है या क्या है. बिकॉज वॉट यूर गोइंग टू डू इज़ के मैं इतना करता था, 10,000 रुपये करता था और मुझे इतनी की सेल्स आती थी, मैंने 10 को 20 कर दिया, मुझे और सेल्स आ गई और वो सेम प्रोपोर्शन में आई या उससे ज़्यादा आई. सो एम आई गेटिंग अ मल्टीप्लायर इफेक्ट और नॉट, राइट? मैंने 20 को 40 किया, मैंने 40 को 80 किया. जहाँ उसने एक ऐसा जंप लिया और वो उतने प्रोपोर्शन से नहीं सेल्स आई, वो थोड़ा सा ठहर जाए. अच्छा, अब मुझे थोड़ा सा इसी लेवल पे खेलना है, थोड़ी देर और यहाँ पे खेलूँ, यहाँ पे और लोगों को ज़रा बनाऊँ अपने कंज्यूमर्स को, फिर मैं एक और स्टेप अप.
It also depends on the type of product that you're talking about. When you're saying कि marketing बहुत ज़्यादा हो गई, what is the product about? Is it a grocery product? Is it a skincare product? Is it a beauty product? Is it a regular day product?
Even if
is
it's
it
Kareem
a
or Uber,
clothing
right?
brand?
it's
What
Kareem
is
or
it? Is it awareness? तो objective क्या है आपका? क्या आप चाहते हैं कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग मेरे ब्रांड के बारे में जाने, या आप चाहते हैं कि भाई जो खरीद रहे थे उन्हीं के पास में वापस जाऊं? तो डिपेंड करता है कि आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है.
For this conversation, just talk about the mass ones, right? At least जो भी aspiration रखता है startup या एक small business कि मुझे एक mass लोगों के लिए brand बनाना है. So for that, you're saying कि you need to there needs to be constant
Number
recall.
one measure of any brand is penetration.
Okay.
Which is कि क्या
Number of
लोग
new
try
users,
कर new users आपने acquire किए हैं. That's the only way
How
to
do you
grow.
guys determine new users? Say digital में तो आपको फिर भी idea हो जाता है, e-com में, but उसके अलावा आपको किस तरह पता
So
चलता है?
big brands, mass brands again have
Panel.
monthly surveys,
Yeah,
right?
we
So
have
they've
a
got
panel.
panels जो हर महीने आपको बता रहे होते हैं कि आपका penetration ऊपर जा रहा है, नीचे
जी.
जा रहा है, stagnant रह रहा है या नहीं रह रहा है, and these are survey based research methods, right?
Okay.
तो वो एक आपको funnel पूरा बना के हर महीने देते रहते हैं, and that's the funnel we track, right?
Yeah.
But that is claim data, as in लोगों के पूछने पे आप जब
Yeah.
वो कर रहे होते हैं, that comes with lags, and उसमें ये जो standard errors होते हैं ना, deviation, ये बड़ा रोल प्ले करते हैं. तो कभी कभी हमें लगता है कि 4% ऊपर नीचे हो गया और हम या तो खुशियाँ मनाते हैं या सोग मनाते हैं, पता चले वो तो सिर्फ एक सैम्पलिंग एरर था,
हाँ.
राइट? एंड इट्स एक्चुअली वेरी स्मूथ ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. लेकिन अगर हम ये ना करें तो हमारे पास कुछ होगा नहीं करने को हर
There's
महीने.
no
so panel data is something which
everyone's busy.
so panel data हम बहुत रेगुलरली यूज करते हैं टू मेजर कि आपकी यूजरशिप क्या है, मंथली कितने हाउस होल्ड्स ने आपको खरीदा. सो वो मेजर बहुत जरूरी होता है. तो दैट्स द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट एनी ब्रांड शुड ट्रैक.
इन द टेक स्पेस क्यों इतना वो DAUs और MAUs पे इतना वो हो रहे होते हैं, राइट? उनको डेली एक्टिव यूजर्स चाहिए.
Acha, so moving to the last part of our conversation, marketing professionals. If I am, say, either just graduating and aspiring to be in the marketing side of things, or if I'm someone who's still early in my career, what advice would you give them?
I think first it's important to know if you really have a passion for marketing or not.
Okay.
If you enjoy working on products, if you enjoy working on proposition, if you have a passion for consumers, to understand consumers, to understand their needs, to really get into the inside. If you have a passion for it, only then enter this field.
Okay.
And marketing, another advice to them is also that marketing is not about creating ads. That people normally say that मुझे marketing करनी है.
हाँ.
क्यों marketing करनी है? बस ad. Marketing is not ads. Marketing is strategy. Marketing is planning. Marketing is execution. And now marketing is also evolved. अब तो digital marketing हो गई है, तो specialized fields within marketing हो रहे हैं. So my advice to them would be enter this field if you have a true passion for consumers, for brands, then it makes sense for you. The other thing is that you need to develop this habit of unlearning, relearning, and learning.
Yeah.
So it is a field which is developing every day. When I had joined the fraternity, all we would think about would be outdoors and TV. Really, हम digital नहीं सोचते थे.
Yeah.
And now
इंटीग्रेटेड मार्केटिंग कैंपेन ये होता था कि बस
integrated
outdoor
outdoor, in store and TV. That's it. और उसके बाद कुछ नहीं होता था.
सही.
On ground होता था,
Print, radio
activations
थोड़ा
होती
बहुत हो
थी,
गया.
print, हाँ रेडियो होता था उस वक्त बहुत बड़ा print और रेडियो. But now it has completely evolved. अब पहली चीज आप सोचते हैं डिजिटल, उसके बाद फिर आप सोचते हैं कि टीवी पे क्या होगा, आउटडोर पे क्या होगा. बट द फर्स्ट थिंग इज दैट हु इज़ माई ऑडियंस, डिजिटल पे है, उनको कैसे एडवर्टाइज करना है. फिर पहले होता था कि एक मैसेज एवरीवेयर. Now it is not about the same message. Digital asks you for a very different skill set. So you need to be ready to evolve with time and learn, keep learning.
Yeah. No, same. So basically, just a lot of eagerness, a lot of keenness to learn, ask a lot of questions upfront, have a lot of energy and enthusiasm to try new things. And मेरे अपने experience से I chose marketing because I didn't like numbers in finance. And मैं उस ज़माने का हूँ जहाँ सिर्फ दो ही options होते थे, या तो marketing कर लें
या finance
कर
करते
लें. तो मैंने ऐसे courses किए जो strategic brand management, strategic product management, फिर services या जो भी मतलब जिसके आगे marketing या management लगा हुआ था, मैं वो courses कर लेता था कि फाइनेंस से दूर रहूँ. बट जितने नंबर्स मार्केटिंग में फिर मैंने देखे और फिर सीखे और फिर उनमें मज़ा आया है, उतना शायद कहीं और मैंने नहीं देखे होंगे. सो ये भी बहुत ज़रूरी है कि आप सिर्फ इस डर से भाग कर नहीं आना. नंबर्स बहुत ज़रूरी है, स्ट्रैटेजी बहुत ज़रूरी है. यू विल ऑलवेज बी एक्सपोज टू सेल्स ट्रेंड्स, मार्केट शेयर्स, दी सर्वेज दैट वी वर टॉकिंग अबाउट, कंज्यूमर डेटा, all of it, right? And then to somehow weave a story and insight out of these is going to become your bread and butter. And then, okay, now we adapted to the digital world. अब तो इसमें इतना ओवरलोड ऑफ डेटा आपको मिल रहा है एनालिटिक्स के हिसाब से, तो उसमें से भी आपके पास वो स्किल के आप उस डेटा में से देख के निकाल लें कि क्या चीज़ काम कर रही है और क्या नहीं कर रही, या क्या आपका कंज्यूमर देख रहा है. तो वो भी एक स्किल है, राइट? सो इफ़ यू हैव द नैक फॉर दैट, then do choose this field and do come into marketing. It is not just advertising. It is not just glamour. Even shoots are laborious. But it's not about rubbing shoulders with stars and directors and things like that, right? So you can do that for a bit, get it out of your system, but then
then it gets
move out.
laborious. Yeah.
Advertising is a small part of the promotion P of one of the 4 Ps of marketing, right? So Ritson actually did a calculation and said maybe advertising is only 2% of the whole job of marketing that we do. Right, so that's it. So please don't come into marketing thinking it's that. It's a lot of other things, and pricing is actually one of the most underrated P's in it as well, right?
I would say P&L management also.
Yeah, so financials and finances, all of those things. So it starts with the product. The pricing is very important, and then obviously everything else, right? So if you enjoy all of that, and consumers are a big part of it, if you enjoy picking out insights and human truths from everyday life, and you can connect those dots and convert them into ideas for brands
story,
and story, weave stories out of them. This is for you.
So building on that, so say for example, I'm very passionate about it, want to do the whole thing, interested in all aspects of it. How do I upskill? Upskill से पहले मैं नौकरी अगर मुझे चाहिए, so how do I think about my career? Do I start working anywhere? Do I like जब मैं वो consideration ले रहा हूँ कि यार मैं if you too were starting your career today, knowing what you already know, how would you pick the brand that you would want to join, which would give you the best outcome for learning?
Sorry, आप कर लो.
If I were to really go back when I started my career, at that point in time, you only had a handful of multinational companies. And all of us had a dream when we were at IBA.
मल्टीनेशनल में ही काम
कि मल्टीनेशनल, और मल्टीनेशनल भी हैंडफुल होती थी. यूनिलीवर हो गया, P&G हो गया, रैकेट बेंकीजर हो गया, फिर आई थिंक BAT, हाँ, कोलगेट. So these were 4-5 companies and people
वैसे
said
उतनी ही है. Not much has
these were the 4-5 and इन्हीं के अराउंड लोग घूमते थे. What I also noticed during my stint earlier at Unilever was that a lot of people who were in my team were actually leaving for startups. बीच में स्टार्टअप कल्चर बहुत आ गया, बिकॉज स्टार्टअप कल्चर में दे सेड दैट वी डोंट वांट टू बी स्पेशलिस्ट, वी वांट टू बिकम अ जनरलिस्ट, वी वांट टू डू मल्टीपल थिंग्स. आई वांट टू डू सेल्स आल्सो, मार्केटिंग आल्सो, HR आल्सो, फाइनेंस आल्सो, एंड आई वांट टू गेट दैट काइंड ऑफ एन एक्सपीरियंस. सो स्टार्टअप कल्चर बहुत आ गया था. टेक कल्चर बहुत है. अब तो ऑब्वियसली देर आर प्लेसेस लाइक गूगल एंड मेटा, तो उधर भी काफ़ी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ निकलती हैं. सो मार्केटिंग इज़ नॉट ओनली कि आप MNCs में जाके काम करें. देर आर ऑल्सो अदर ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस दैट आर देयर. यू कैन ऑलवेज स्टार्ट योर ओन बिजनेस if you have a passion for it. So my strong advice to the young people who are graduating is don't stay fixated on just a few companies.
The few MNCs.
Few
yeah.
MNCs, broaden your scope. Even I would say digital agencies for that matter. They're doing such good work now. So you can start from agency, learn the skill, and then move on in different spheres.
No, same, but just to build on it, I think two routes. And one is you still maybe try for getting into the structured management trainee programs of the big MNCs, right?
ठीक है.
Because let's say learning वहाँ बहुत structured होती है और बहुत solid होती है. So whether it's P&G, Unilever, they're literally schools of marketing, right? So आपकी base बहुत अच्छी बन जाती है. Now, not everyone gets into it, obviously. So then you obviously now, I think the option of going into a few of our local big companies is actually very relevant because पहले शायद हमारे ज़माने में अभी भी वो evolve हो रही थी, but अब वो काफ़ी अच्छी standing पे हैं. So the EBMs, the Shans, the NFLs, the Tapals of this world,
Yeah.
they also can give you a good sort of grounding into marketing because अभी भी इतना structured नहीं होगा where the new people will also be exposed to doing everything by hand, right? And then therefore they will get the learning curve will be much steeper. And then obviously after getting some experience, they can make those switches into MNCs and then solidify that learning and build a career that way. So ये दो entry points तो रहते ही हैं. बीच में जो startups आए थे वो भी बहुत valid इस तरह से था कि अगर आप start वहाँ से कर रहे हैं तो you get exposed to a lot of things very quickly. And
Yeah,
again,
big budgets as well.
Again,
They've had a huge budget,
yeah,
right?
and again बिल्कुल खुला हाथ है कि हर चीज़ ट्राई करो तो आपको लर्निंग बहुत अच्छी हो जाती है उस सेंस में भी, राइट? एंड देन to add polish to that learning, again you switch to certain structured companies and then you go from there.
But there's
doing your own business is amazing because I've met young graduates who've opened and closed multiple businesses before they get their first job and they're already speaking all of that lingo because उन्होंने कर लिया है वो, right?
And they know the relevance of everything.
Correct. So उनको वो packaging, उनको वो supply chain, उनको वो P&L, वो सब आ रही होती है चीज़ें at a small scale, लेकिन आया हुआ होता है because उन्होंने कर लिया होता है वो चीज़ें. So definitely would recommend that as well. और पहले हम लोग तो सोचते थे अपना काम before graduation, मतलब समझ में भी नहीं आता था कि ऐसे हो कैसे सकता है. But because of I think all the social media and everything, a lot of people are able to go through that journey and still, by the way, keep it while they're working as well.
And I think
so,
something which even I've learned over my career is that you only grow when you push yourself out of the comfort zone. A change is the only constant in life.
Yeah.
And जितना ज़्यादा आप change को embrace करेंगे और जितने ज़्यादा आप experiences लेंगे और अपने comfort zone से बाहर आएंगे उतना आप grow करेंगे. जो चीज़ आपको uncomfortable करती है ना, even in organization, there was a time when people would only say कि only do marketing and I only want to do brand management. I don't want to get into any other departments. I would say go experience, try it. Don't stay fixated that I want to work for this brand and I will only work for this brand. No, work for other brands, work for other work for other organizations, work for different departments so that you get a learning. So the key is push yourself out of the comfort zone, and that's the only way you will grow.
Perfect. Last question. If I'm already, say, working at a Unilever or a Shan or a Tapal, and I'm, say, early in my career in a marketing department, how do I upskill? How do I, like, what skills would you say are, ek to ho gayi meta skills, right? Meta skills are learning how to unlearn, learning new things, learning how to sell. But what are the specific things that, say, I should, in those positions, like, if I learn them, my trajectory would be much quicker to wherever I want to be?
I think a good marketeer is someone who's churning out good work, and then the definition of good is which leads to, let's say, share gain, which leads to higher sales and growth, right? अब वो आजकल की दुनिया में क्या है और क्या मांग रहा है, right? Your knowledge of how the social world is working, how social media and digital you can use to your advantage. Are you trend spotting in the right places? Are you picking up the right ways of things being done, whether it's on this platform or that platform? Is Snapchat more relevant? Is TikTok more relevant? And then TikTok पे भी कैसे बनाना है कुछ, right? So if you're upskilling in terms of also knowing how to get that content developed, and खुद हाथ से नहीं बनाना लेकिन बनवाना है और बनवाने के लिए भी आना चाहिए, तो वो आई थिंक एक ज़रूरी है. दूसरा, एज एन व्हेन एआई थोड़ा सा इंटीग्रेट होता चला जा रहा है इवन इन द बिग कंपनीज एंड दे आर डूइंग इट इन अ मच मोर structured manner, the fluency of using those AI tools is going to be a very big advantage. So जो लोग already आराम से उसको use करके 100, 200, 300 assets बना रहे होंगे, वो ज़्यादा वैल्यूबल हो जाएंगे, राइट? जिनको पहले से पता होगा कि अच्छा अब ये वाला सॉफ्टवेयर यूज़ हो रहा है, अब ये वाला चैट जीपीटी एजेंट यूज़ हो रहा है, और इसमें मुझे ये इस तरह की प्रॉम्प्टिंग करूँगा तो ये आ जाएगा, एंड मैंने बहुत सारे आवर्स ऑलरेडी उसमें लगा दिए हैं. So that will help. It's just exactly when coding and programming was exploding and people who knew the relevant languages and had spent hours using those languages were more in demand, right?
Yeah.
So it's exactly that. और इस सब का bedrock, I think, still remains the same. सिर्फ अब उसकी manifestation change हो गई है. Is critical thinking. If you know how to solve a problem and approach a problem, और उसका structure आपको आता है करना, तो then you'll always be in demand.
Good and great के बीच में क्या फ़र्क है? In terms of marketers, like even people you look up to and like aspire to become, like what is the difference between good and great in this?
I'm going to talk about PepsiCo because that's where I'm working. It's like a marketer's paradise.
Okay,
and it's the company that allows you to do so much and experiment so much, try new things all the time. And I personally think that I learned something or the other new every day. Yeah. And for me, someone who has done it and someone who has experimented and has successes and has learnings is the difference between great and good. Because if you're saying you're reading in a book and you're following a certain structure, then that's what everybody would do. But if you challenged the status quo and if you did something different, even if you did not have a success, and you had learnings, you're still a star in front of me. You went ahead, you experimented, and you know what to do or what not to do. So I would always go for people who are eager to experiment, who are not scared of experimenting. And I would say that you will luck out if you work in an organization that also allows you to experiment. But it's definitely try new things.
Yeah, I mean, गुड टू ग्रेट का फ़र्क रिजल्ट्स है कि रिजल्ट्स अच्छे हैं तो आप ग्रेड्स में आ जाते हैं, स्टीव जॉब्स बीइंग वन ऑफ देम. लेकिन उस नुआंस्ड इस तरह से है कि स्टीव जॉब्स के पास रिजल्ट्स थे एंड ऑब्वियसली द लेगेसी लेफ्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ एप्पल. वाज ही अ गुड पर्सन, राइट? या वाज ही गुड, वाज ही अ गुड ह्यूमन? एंड थोड़ा सा वहाँ नुआंस मैं कर देता हूँ. तो उसमें ये वाली चीज़ आ जाती है कि भाई आपके पास सक्सेसेस और फेलियर्स दोनों आए, आपने दोनों को एक जैसा ट्रीट किया, और आपने दोनों से लर्न किया और दोनों को फिर शेयर किया ताकि सबके पास एवरीवन's द बेटर फॉर इट, राइट? सो थोड़ा सा इंडिविजुअल से निकल के आपने जब कलेक्टिव इंटरेस्ट के लिए सोचा और कलेक्टिवली बेनिफिट करने की कोशिश की सबको, मेरे हिसाब से ग्रेटनेस थोड़ी सी वहाँ आ जाती है. बट ऑब्वियसली द बिग विन्स आर रिमेंबर्ड मोर देन द बिग द लॉसेस, एंड बिग लॉसेस भी याद की जाती हैं लेकिन फिर उनके लोगों को इतना सेलिब्रेट नहीं किया जाता ऑल्दो वो लेसन्स लर्न किए जाते हैं, राइट? सो इफ़ यू स्टे हम्बल थ्रू आउट एंड you take the good with the bad, and then you're also able to take everyone along and pass on learnings, I think that's what makes that difference.
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for sharing all that you shared. I think there's a lot of free advice for SMEs which they can't afford otherwise. But thank you so much. Really nice to have you.
Thank you for
I
having
just
us.
hope it is helpful for people who will watch this.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it will be. It's all stuff that you guys you know it, so you don't think it's that valuable. But people who don't know it, उनको थोड़ा ज़्यादा वो पता चलता है.
Thank
But
you.
thanks so much.
Good. Thank you so much for having us here.
Yeah.